She bought some new shoes yesterday. He speaks English very well. I like Italian food very much. Did you watch TV all night? Jake often wears a black hat. We invited a lot of people to the party. I opened the door slowly. Why do you always make the same mistake? I'm going to borrow some money from the bank. We went to a party last night. Liz walks to work every day. Will you be at home tonight? I usually go to bed early. We arrived at the airport at 7 o'clock. They lived in the same house for 20 years. Joe's father has been in hospital since June. My brother never speaks to me. She's always late. Do you often go to restaurants? I sometimes eat too much. Don't forget to call Laura. I already called her. I have 3 sisters. They are all married. I always drink coffee in the morning. Sarah often goes to Chicago on business. Sarah often goes to Chicago on business. You sometimes look unhappy. They usually have dinner at 7 o'clock. We rarely watch TV. We seldom watch TV. Nick is a good swimmer. He also plays tennis and volleyball. I have 3 sisters. They all live in the same city. I'm always tired. They are never at home during the day. It is usually very cold here in the winter. When I was a child, I was often late for school. Where's Laura? She's still in bed. I have 2 brothers. They are both doctors. I will always remember you. It doesn't often rain here. Do you usually drive to work? I can never find my keys. Have you ever been to Egypt? Did the pond just ring? They were all invited to the wedding. An hour ago, it was raining. It is still raining now. I had a lot to eat, but I'm still hungry. Did you sell your car? No, I still have it. Do you still live in Los Angeles? No, I live in San Francisco now. Bill will be here soon. 20 minutes ago, they were waiting for Bill. Where's Bill? He's very late. They are still waiting for Bill. Bill hasn't come yet. Where's Emma? She isn't here yet. What are you doing tonight? I don't know yet. Are you ready to go yet? Not yet, in a minute. Have you decided what to do yet? No, I'm still thinking about it. She hasn't left yet. She's still here. I haven't finished my homework yet. I'm still doing it. What time is Joe coming? He's already here. I'm going to tell you what happened. That's not necessary. I already know. Sarah isn't coming to the movie with us. She already saw the film. I gave the keys to Sarah. I gave Sarah the keys. That's my book. Give it to me. These are Sue's keys. Can you give them to her? Can you give these flowers to your mother? I rent my car to a friend of mine. Did you send a postcard to Kate? We've seen these pictures. You showed them to us. Give me that book. It's mine. Tom gave his mother some flowers. I lent Joe some money. How much money did you lend him? I sent you an email. Did you get it? Nicole showed us her vacation photos. Can you pass me the start, please? I bought my mother some flowers. I'm going to the store. Can I get you anything? I gave the keys to Sarah. I gave Sarah the keys. That's my book. Can you give it to me? Can you give me that book? I gave it to her. Here are the keys. Give them to your father. The car stopped. The driver got out. The car stopped and the driver got out. We stayed home and watched TV. My sister is married and lives in Houston. He doesn't like her and she doesn't like him. I bought a sandwich, but I didn't eat it. It's a nice house, but it doesn't have a garage. Do you want to go out, or are you too tired? I got home, had something to eat, sat down in an armchair and fell asleep. Karen is at work, Sue is shopping, and Chris is playing football. It was very hot, so I opened the window. Joe plays a lot of sports, so he's very fit. They don't like to travel, so they haven't been to many places. I opened the window because it was very hot. Joe can't come to the party because he's leaving town. Liz is hungry because she didn't have a breakfast. Because it was very hot, I opened the window. It was late and I was tired, so I went to bed. It was late and I was tired, so I went to bed. I love New York, but I wouldn't like to live there because it's too big. When I went out, it was raining. It was raining when I went out. When you are tired, don't drive. Don't drive when you are tired. Heather was 25 when she got married. When Heather got married, she was 25. Always look both ways before you cross the street. Before you cross the street, always look both ways. While I was waiting for the bus, it began to rain. It began to rain while I was waiting for the bus. He never played football again after he broke his leg. After he broke his leg, he never played football again. Next week, Sarah is going to New York. She has a friend, Hannah, who lives in New York. But Hannah is also going away to Mexico, so they won't see each other in New York. Hannah will be in Mexico when Sarah is in New York. I will be in Mexico when you are here. When I get home tonight, I'm going to take a shower. I can't talk to you now. I will talk to you later when I have more time. Please close the window before you go out. Rachel is going to stay in our apartment while we are away. I will wait here until you come back. I will wait here until you come back. I will wait here until you come back. Should we take the bus or a taxi? If we take the bus, it will be cheaper. We'll get there more quickly if we take a taxi. If we take the bus, it will be cheaper. If you don't hurry, you will miss the train. If you are hungry, have something to eat. If the phone rings, can you answer please? It will be cheaper if you take the bus. You will miss the train if you don't hurry. I'm going to the concert if I can get a ticket. Is it okay if I use your phone? Are you going to the concert? Yes, if I can get a ticket. If you see Anna tomorrow, can you ask her to call me? If I'm late tonight, don't wait for me. What should we do if it rains? If I don't feel well tomorrow, I will stay home. Are you going out later? Maybe if I go out, I will close the windows. Are you going out later? Yes, I am. When I go out, I will close the windows. When I get home tonight, I'm going to take a shower. If I'm late tonight, don't wait for me. We are going to play basketball if it doesn't rain. We are going to play basketball if it doesn't rain. If he had the money, he'd buy a fast car. Dan likes fast car, but he doesn't have one. He doesn't have enough money. If he had the money, he'd buy a car. He'd buy a car if he had the money. I don't know the answer. If I knew the answer, I'd tell you. It's raining, so we are not going out. We'd get wet if we went out. Emily lives in a city. She likes cities. She wouldn't be happy if she lived in the country. If you didn't have a job, what would you do? I'm sorry, I can't help you. I'd help you if I could. If you had a car, we could travel more. I wouldn't go out if I were you. It's not a very nice place. I wouldn't go there if I were you. It'd be nice if the weather was better. What would Tom do if he were here? I want to go and see Harlan. If I have time, I will go today. I like that jacket. I will buy it if it isn't too expensive. I will help you if I can. I want to go and see Harlan. If I have time, I would go today. I like this jacket, but it's very expensive. I'd buy it if it wasn't too I'd buy it if it wasn't so expensive. I'd buy it if it wasn't so expensive. I'd help you if I could, but I can't. I met a woman. She can speak 6 languages. I met a woman who can speak 6 languages. I can speak 6 languages. Jack was wearing a hat. That was too big for him. Jack was wearing a hat. That was too big for him. Jack was wearing a hat which was too big for him. A thief is a person who steals things. Do you know anybody who can play the piano? The man who called didn't give his name. The men who work in the office are very friendly. An airplane is a machine that flies. Emma lives in a house that is 100 years ago. Emma lives in a house that is 100 years old. The people that work in the office are very friendly. An airplane is a machine which flies. Emma lives in a house which is 100 years old. Do you remember the woman who played the piano at the party? The man is carrying a bag. It's very heavy. The bag he's carrying is very heavy. Kate wants some money. What is she going to do with it? What is Kate going to do with the money? She won. The bag that he's carrying, the bag he's carrying. The money that she won, the money she won. The man was carrying a bag. The bag the man was carrying. Kate won some money. The money Kate won. You wanted some books. The books you wanted. We met some people. The people we met. Did you find the books you wanted? The people we met were very friendly. Everything I said was true. The movie we saw was very good. Eve is talking to a man. Do you know the man Eve is talking to? We stayed at a hotel. The hotel we stayed at was near the station. I told you about some books. These are the books I told you about. The hotel where we stayed was near the station. I met a woman who can speak 6 languages. Jack was wearing a hat that was too big for him. I thought to work at 8 o'clock in the morning. The banks close at 5 o'clock. I can't sleep at night. I'm taking a trip at the end of October. Bye, see you on Friday. See you Friday. Do you work on Sundays? The concert is on November 20. I'm leaving on Friday night. They like to eat out on the weekend. I'm taking a trip in October. Amy was born in 1995. The park is beautiful in spring. The park is beautiful in the fall. Do you often go out in the evening? What are you doing this weekend? We go on vacation every summer. Last summer, we went to Europe. I'm leaving next Monday. Hurry, the train leaves in 5 minutes. Bye, I will see you in a few days. We lived in Japan from 2007 to 2014. I worked from Monday to Friday. We lived in Japan from 2007 until 2014. They are leaving town tomorrow. They'll be away until Friday. I went to bed early, but I wasn't tired. I read the book until 3 a.m. Wait here until I come back. Wait here till I come back. How long will you be away? Until Monday. When are you coming back? On Monday. Joe is in the hospital. He has been in the hospital since Monday. Sue and Dave have been married since 2012. It has been raining since I arrived. We lived in Japan from 2007 to 2014. We lived in Japan until 2014. Now we live in Denver. We came to Denver in 2014. We have lived in Denver since 2014. Joe has been in the hospital for 3 days. Grace stayed with us for 3 days. I'm going away for a few weeks. I'm going away for the weekends. They've been married for 10 years. Everybody feels nervous before a test. I felt sick during the movie. We were tired after our visit to the museum. Don't forget to close the window before you go out. I often feel sick while I'm reading. They watched TV after they did the dishes. We didn't speak during the meal. We didn't speak while we were eating. We played basketball for 2 hours. I've lived in Florida for a year. I always have breakfast before going to work. After doing the dishes, they watched TV. Before eating the apple, I watched it carefully. I started work after reading the newspaper. Where's David? In the kitchen, in the garden, in Seoul. What's in the box? What's in the bag? What's in the closet? Rachel works in a store. Rachel works in a bank. Rachel works in a factory. I went for a swim in the river. I went for a swim in the pool. I went for a swim in the ocean. Milan is in the north of Italy. Napoli is in the south. I live in a big city, but I'd like to live in the country. There is somebody at the bus stop. There is somebody at the door. The car is waiting at the traffic lights. Anna is working at her desk. What's up? Write your name at the top of the page. My house is at the end of the street. There are some books on the shelf and some pictures on the wall. There are a lot of apples on those trees. Don't sit on the grass, it's wet. There is a stamp on the envelope. Who is that man on the motorcycle? Where's Kate? She's in bed. David's father is sick. He's in the hospital. I like to look at the stars in the sky at night. What's the largest city in the world? I read about the accident in the newspaper. You look sad in this picture. Did you come here in your car? There's a picture in the middle of the yard. Where's Kate? She's at work. Do you want me to meet you at the train station? I saw your brother at the post office today. Where were you yesterday? At my sister's. I saw Tom at the doctor's. There weren't many people at the party. We stayed at a nice hotel. Where's your sister? Is she home? No, she's at school. Does your sister have a job? No, she's still in school. No, she's still in college. Did you come here on the bus? The office is on the second floor. I met Anna on the way to work. I met Anna on the way home. My brother lives on a nice street. We are going to New York on Sunday. I want to go to Mexico next year. We walked from my house to the mall. What time do you go to bed? The State of Liberty. The States of Liberty. The state of liberty is in New York. My brother lives in Mexico. The best stores are in the mall. I like to read in bed. The bus is going to the airport. Karen didn't go to work yesterday. I went to a party last night. We'd like you to come to our house. The bus is at the airport. Sarah wasn't at work yesterday. I met a lot of people at the party. Helen stayed at her brother's house. I'm tired. I'm going home. Did you work home? I'm staying home tonight. I'm staying at home tonight. Dan doesn't work in an office. He works at home. They arrived in this country last year. They arrived in this country last week. What time did you arrive at the hotel? What time did you get to the hotel? What time did you get to Tokyo? I was tired when I got home. I was tired when I arrived home. Ethel is next to Ben. Ben is between Ethel and Trash. Dan is in front of Ben. Eric is behind Ben. Ethan is on the left. Chess is on the right. Ben is in the middle. Anna is sitting in front of Brandon. Anna is sitting across from Chris. Chris is sitting across from Anna. Who's that man standing by the window? Our house is by the ocean. If you feel cold, why don't you sit by the fire? The cat is under the table. The girl is standing under a tree. I'm wearing a jacket under my coat. A is above the line. B is below the line. The pictures are above the shelves. The shelves are below the pictures. Sarah is going to France next week. We walked from the hotel to the station. A lot of English words come from Latin. We jumped into the water. A man came out of the house and got into a car. I took the old batteries out of the radio. I put new batteries in the radio. Don't put your feet on the table. Please take your feet off the table. I'm going to hang some pictures on the wall. Be careful, don't fall off the table. Be careful, don't fall off your bike. We got on the bus downtown. We walked up the hill to the house. Be careful, don't fall down the stairs. The plane flew over the mountains. I jumped over the wall into the yard. Some people say it is unlucky to walk on the ladder. A bird flew into the room through a window. The old highway goes through the town. The new road goes around the town. The bus stop is just around the corner. I walked around the town and took some pictures. I was walking along the road with my dog. Let's go for a walk along the river. The dog swam across the river. They walked past me without speaking. Excuse me, how do I get to the hospital? Go along this street, past the movie theater, under the bridge, and the hospital is on the left. Megan isn't at work this week. She's on vacation. We watch the news on TV. We listened to the news on the radio. I spoke to Rachel on the phone last night. The house is on fire. Call the fire department. Was the train late? No, it was on time. Olivia got married at 21. Her car used more gas at 70 miles an hour than at 55. Water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. Do you like traveling by train? 아빠 조금만 더 하면 되거든. 조금만 기다려줄래? Do you like traveling by train? Jane usually goes to work by bike. We can't get there by car. You have to go on foot. Have you read any books by Charles Dickens? Who's that painting by? Andy Warhol? I wasn't bitten by a dog. Did you stay at a hotel or with friends? Wait for me. Please don't go without me. Do you like your coffee with or without milk? I cut the paper with a pair of scissors. Do you know that man with a beard? I'd like to have a house with a big yard. Some people talk about their work all the time. I don't know much about cars. There was a program about volcanoes on TV last night. Did you see it? Are you afraid of dogs? Are you scared of dogs? Are you angry about last night? Why are you mad at me? What did I do? Tina is very bad at tennis. Tina is very bad at tennis. Lisa is very different from her sister. Lisa is very different than her sister. I'm fed up with my job. I want to do something different. The room was full of people. Are you good at math? I'm not interested in sports. Sue is married to a dentist. It was nice of you to help us. 이제 다 돼간다. Thank you very much. David is very friendly. He's always very kind to me. I'm afraid I can't help you. I'm sorry about that. Sorry for being late. Sorry about being late. I feel sorry for them. They are in a very difficult situation. I'm not good at telling stories. Are you fed up with doing the same thing every day? I'm sorry for being late. Thank you for helping me. Mark is thinking of buying a new car. Tom left without saying goodbye. After doing the housework, they went shopping. 저 세 개만 더 하면 돼. 그거 자르면 큰일 나. 가위 어디 있었어? 빨리 엄마 갖다 줘.
이 가위는 그 장난감 그 자리에 있어.
잘 갖다 놔. 그거 자르면 그거 잘린단 말이야. Don't ask me for money. I don't have any. This house doesn't belong to me. I can't find my phone. What happened to it? Listen to this music. It's great. Did you talk to Matt about the problem? I'd like to speak to the manager, please. Don't lose this book. Take care of it. Thank you very much for your help. He never thinks about other people. Nick is thinking about buying a new car. Wait for me. I'm almost ready. He's looking at his watch. Look at these flowers. They're beautiful. Why are you looking at me like that? She lost her key. She's looking for it. I'm looking for Sarah. Have you seen her? Have you seen her? I have to call my parents tonight. Should I text or email you? Do you like eating in a restaurant? Sometimes it depends on the restaurant. Do you want to come out with us? It depends where you're going. It depends on where you're going. Kate opened the door of the car and got in. I waited outside the store. I didn't go in. I went to the window and looked out. A car stopped and a woman got out. The bus came and I got on. Be careful, don't fall off. She stood up and left the room. I usually get up early. We looked up at the stars in the sky. The picture fell down. Would you like to sit down? Lie down on the floor. The thief ran away. Emma got into the car and drove away. Tom has gone away for a few days. Go away and don't come back. We went out for dinner and then went back out to our hotel. Tom is away. He'll be back on Monday. I'm not sure what kind of car I want. I want to look around first. Somebody shouted my name, so I turned around. We went for a long walk. After an hour, we turned around and went back. It was cold, so I put on my coat. I put my coat on. Here's your coat. Put it on. I'm going to take off my shoes. Take my shoes off. Your shoes are dirty. Take them off. It was dark, so I turned on the light. I turned the light on. I don't want to watch this program. You can turn it off. Those are my keys on the floor. Can you pick them up for me? I stopped reading and put my book down. Put down my book. You can take my umbrella, but please bring it back. I took my new sweater back to the store. It was too small for me. I have Rachel's keys. I have to give them back to her. I read the letter and then put it back in the envelope. 다 했다.